Good day, everyone. My name is Hossein Kasmai, CEO and founder of Franchise Creator. Today, we're spotlighting one of our clients in the pet supply and service industry. This retail concept found success by emphasizing the importance of education for pet nutrition in order to help clients find the best products for their pets. With 4 different franchise models with options that include grooming and innovative self-wash stations, entrepreneurs can invest in the franchise that suits them best. Pet-related franchises have been ranked among the top 10 hottest concepts for years and continue to see strong growth as people's love for their pets continue to grow. Welcome to petNmind. So I'm here today with Adrian Archie of petNmind. He's the CEO and founder of petNmind. Adrian, it's a pleasure to be here today.
You as well. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me here. So tell me a little bit about petNmind. First, let's start off with the name. Where did that come from?
I was thinking about what I wanted this business to be, and we're a holistic natural store. So we're focused on nutrition, but what you'll find is most pet nutrition is junk in America. So the name comes from keep your pet in mind when you're thinking about what you're gonna feed them, how you're gonna treat them, and how they fit into your family. That's what it's all about.
I like it. I love the name. It actually stands out very much. So tell me what services you guys provide overall. I know that there's a retail version of this, and we're going to get into that when we talk about the whole model of franchising. But tell me exactly what it is, the products and services that you provide for the consumers.
The number one service we provide is information. Most people have no clue about a lot of things that happen with their pets. There's really one go-to historically in America, and that's veterinarians. However, vets don't do nutrition. It's a lot of things that get left out in that conversation, and that's where we fit in. So the number one service we offer is consulting for people, helping them through the issues they're having with their pet. Number 2 is we obviously offer higher quality products that you're gonna find anywhere else. We do raw food, which is an up and coming thing in pet nutrition. You can't really find in a lot of places. Dehydrated foods, we offer freeze-dried foods that you're not gonna find anywhere else. We also offer the traditional dry and canned food as well, higher quality dry and canned. We deliver. We have a dog wash where you can come wash yourself. We also offer a grooming service. After that, we also do e-commerce as well.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, a little background about yourself. I want the people that are interested in this business to learn who you are and what your background is.
I'm from North Carolina originally. I'll be 40 this year, so I'm getting up there in age. Played football most of my life, but at a very young age, I said I wanted to be a veterinarian. And if you can ask my mom, my dream was to be a vet and have a pet store next to it as a child.
Sure.
And I actually started pre-vet in college. I went to the University of Richmond. In addition to playing football there, I started pre-veterinary medicine. Switched my major my junior year. I was young. I wish I didn't, but I did. I majored in psychology. And then from there, I played a little professional football for a few years out of college. That didn't go exactly like I wanted to, so I decided to move on from that. And I started selling medical devices. For over a decade, I sold drills and saws for brain and spine surgery. And in that particular industry, I got a lot from playing football, of the person I am, my character, on being on time, being able to work in a team environment, competitiveness. From the medical device industry, I was an entrepreneur there as well. I mean, I had a whole state selling to hospitals and surgery centers, but my boss lived on the other side of the country. The only difference in being an entrepreneur now and then is the company was paying me, and now I'm the company. However, I learned a lot from a business perspective. I learned how to market. I learned how to talk to customers. I learned how to take information and condense it down to where people can understand it. However, I wanted something different. I wanted to get back to my passion, and that was animals. So decided to open petNmind.
So that's great. You think you can show me around the store and show the audience what this store is all about?
Of course, I would love to.
All right, let's do it.
This is our raw section. This is fermented goat milk. You have fermented kefir. We have fermented fish stock. We have fermented turkey stock. You have raw patties that are ready to go. And raw comes in a couple different forms. You have the convenience of patties and small nibbles that you take out and let it thaw and feed it. And then you also have the chubs at the bottom that take a little more work.
How many employees do you have on the roster?
Now at 4 years old, we have 2 employees in addition to me. We don't really sell people more than we educate them. So that education piece, because it does take longer, I recommend for a franchisee to have at least 2 people in the store. So when you look at the store, we talked about raw food, but it's about margin and the different profit centers. What people are going to continue to come back for on a regular basis is what we all know, the dry food. That's the recurring or the raw food. They come back for that base of the nutrition on a regular basis. However, in order to really drive profit in the store and drive margin, we have to do the treats and the supplements and the toys as well. So that's one of the biggest focuses on what we do.
What made you think about franchising your business or approach Franchise Creator to franchise your business?
We're 4 years into it, and we've had a lot of interest of people asking, how did we do this? This is really cool. I like this. I would love to have this. We've had some people that actually have asked to open their own location. So it got our minds thinking. But from the beginning, when I did the business plan, my goal was to franchise it. I didn't know at what point in that maturation process that we would get here, but with people being interested, it made sense that we needed to start exploring something. But two, the reason we wanted to franchise is because we want to get the word out. We love animals.
Anything related to pet in the world of franchising has been ranked in the top 10 sectors as far as growth is concerned in franchising for the last number of years. What's the ideal place for opening a store like this? Is it in a residential area, commercial area? Is it in a shopping center, a standalone building?
You need to be in a high traffic area, preferably a grocery store. Number two, you do want to be in an area where people are conscious of the health. And they have the means to better the situation when it's a better option. Veterinarians do really well at what they do, prescribing and surgery. However, you have a big spacing there that nutrition is not being addressed.
Sure.
So if you have a high vet population around, that means there's a lot of pets because they've done the research for you, the vets.
So I'm looking at the store. Let's walk around a little bit more. So you have, what do you got, 1,000, 1,200 square feet here?
1,200 square feet for the store, and I think that's appropriate. Again, you don't want your rent to be too high.
Okay.
And there's really no need to be larger. What we do, we fit in here very well. We could rearrange the store at different times to make it look different, but there's really no need to have anything bigger than this for this particular format. The other formats that we offer may be a little bigger or a little smaller, but there's no need for a bigger footprint than this.
So Adrian, you have 4 different models in franchising, correct?
We do, and the reason we broke it out like that, again, we want to empower people and make things as seamless as possible. So what we've come up with, the first model is full retail, full complement of the raw food, the treats, the supplement, with toys and with full grooming. With the Model 2, much less of a franchise fee, much less of a build-out cost, a much smaller space. If you look at the retail with full grooming, that'll be about an 1,800 to 2,000 square foot space.
Okay.
With the dog wash, we use an automated dog wash. You can actually do it without having an employee there if you want. They can do everything here, pay here. This model with the dog wash and small amount of retail, very high margin stuff, treats, toys, easy stuff for people to buy to add on to the margin of what the dog wash costs. This model will be a 500 to 800 square feet. Dog wash has been very popular with us. It brings a lot of people in the store. It's built the brand for us. It's really helpful. The third model would be the current location that we're standing in, which is full retail with the dog wash. That model would be about 1,200 to 1,500 square feet, nothing much bigger than that. And then the fourth model would be everything, all in. Dog wash, full grooming, full retail.
Let's talk about the numbers. These 4 different models. Obviously, there's a franchise fee involved for someone to get into this kind of business. And the franchise fee is the fee they pay you up front for your knowledge, for your know-how, for everything that you've learned throughout the years, for them to be trained in this model and so forth and so on. So what is the franchise fee for these 4 models?
Model 1, which is the full grooming with retail, is $35,000. Model 2 with just the dog wash is $20,000 franchise fee. The model with the full retail and dog wash as well is $25,000.
Okay.
And then the model with all in is $35,000 as well. You really truly have to have a passion to help people because that's what we really do here. We're part of the community. We're in Parkland. We've had some tragic things happen here recently. And what we found is that we are part of this community and we help people. So if that pet is healthy, that relationship with their human is healthy, that life is a brighter place because of what we're able to help them with. So help people. Have to have a bit of a business background. You have to love animals, you have to love people. If you look at the pet market, it's projected to grow through 2028. And the beauty of that, even during the recession that we went through back in 2008, the pet market grew. So what you'll find is people want to see, when people aren't doing well, they put that energy into their pets. So this is a healthy market. The part of the market that's really driving that growth is the holistic part. So we're at the tip of the spear, and it's not many stores or brands like this throughout the country, not to mention South Florida. So being at the tip of the spear, we're able to really drive pet health, improve relationships, but really grow a brand when there's not much out there right now taking up that space. So that's the beauty of it. If you come aboard now, you're early into something that's gonna grow into a huge market and drive this market. You see big pet food starting to come around to try to fit into what we're doing, because it's where pet parents are going.
One of my favorite things about this kind of business, Adrian, is the fact that it's not economy dependent.
Yes.
In other words, if the economy is bad, even if the person, if whoever is bringing money home, whether it's a family or whatever the case might be, and if they lost their jobs, they're not going to take away from their pets.
Nope.
Their food is not going to be degraded.
Nope.
Nobody's going to be taking away anything from their pets. So this business can go through low and high economies completely consistently. Am I correct?
No, you're totally correct. I mean, again, with the pet industry, and you can look at the numbers yourself, it grew during the recession. One of the few industries that grew during the recession. You also see, and this is one of the biggest misconceptions when people walk through the door, is how much is this stuff going to cost? It's just more expensive. And number one, a lot of the brands we sell aren't more expensive. Number two, even if they are, when you look at the cost of vet care over the life of a pet versus feeding them healthy food, you may spend $5, $10 more up front, but thousands on the back end will be saved because you have a healthier pet. So it's not economy dependent, and two, it's gonna save you money in the long run.
So thank you, Adrian, for showing me around and telling me all about this business. For those of you interested in learning more about this opportunity, please visit petNmind.com or our website at franchisecreator.com, or simply email us at info@franchisecreator.com. Thank you so much.